Hey everybody, it's John Threlfall here for CVV Magazine, and today we're talking with Sean O'Loughlin. He's the guest conductor for the Victoria Symphony's 007 and Other Spies concert. So Sean, you ready to talk Bond?
I am.
Tell us a little bit about the concert to start with.
Well, it's going to be quite a mix of both new and old, both spies that you may know and maybe some spies you don't know or never considered spies in the past, but have always had spy qualities to it. So I think it's a really nice mix for audiences of all ages to come and enjoy this great genre that we really get to enjoy both in movies, the theater, and on TV as well.
So we're talking more than just the 1960s Bond era? Are we spanning generations here?
Well, the 60s is or the 50s actually is the genesis of all this, and then the Bond obviously was the signature spy in our genre, but then there's some newer ones that'll go all the way up till actually just last year, a movie that we saw, and the latest Bond, of course. So.
Excellent. What do you think the secret is to the enduring sound, that spy sound? It seems to have really lasted for decades now.
It really it started with that classic scoring and the cool jazz sound in the 50s and 60s, and Monty Norman, of course, gave us the theme, and although there's a little bit of controversy over that, but I don't know if we want to get too deep into that, but John Barry had a big hand in making that sound for the theme. But it's that classic guitar, that really gritty low guitar sound that always seems to find its way into whatever. And then when he's kind of lurking around in the shadows, there's always the alto flute. I don't know what it is, no matter what it is, from even in animation with The Incredibles. A few years ago, Michael Giacchino, actually tapped into Jack Hayes, who was Henry Mancini's orchestrator way back when. He had Jack come and create that sound from the 60s for the new movie. So it's, like you said, it goes across all generations in that certain sound. And there's one chord for the music buffs out there. It seems like it's a minor major seventh chord, and and when you hear it, you'll know, because it's the spy chord. And whenever you use it in music, it's the spy chord. I wish we had a piano to kind of play like that. It's the spy chord, yeah. So as soon as you hear that, you know that something's bad going down, and some hero's going to have to come and save the day.
So for the symphony, I'm going to bring my 7-year-old boy. He's going to come along, and we're going to see it. Do you think POPS concerts like this are important for building a new generation of symphony goers?
Absolutely. I think it's exposing the next generation to the sound, the beautiful sound of a live orchestra like this. And it's also to show that there's a place to aspire to if you study as a young musician. There's nothing worse than putting in all the time and effort. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to spend years of my life training and getting to this, behind me to get to this point, and it would be just sad if there wasn't a place to aspire to. And I think that's part of this, exposing the next generation. I find that there's nothing quite like a live symphony performance. You can't really say that you get chills in the back of your neck when you listen to a rock song. Maybe occasionally, but boy, every time you hear a symphony, whether it be pop or in more the classical realm, I mean, there's moments in Mahler that just make me go, just go to another place. And I think that's the beauty of symphony music, is it takes you to another place, and in some cases another time as well, whether it be in the 18th, 17th, 19th century, whatever century. It's a way of transforming and maybe forgetting about your everyday trials and tribulations in life, and just really absorbing yourself in the music. And in a lot of ways, it's as much a physical experience as it is an audible experience, because you really dive into the music. And I don't know, to me it's this wall of sound that just envelops you, and to me it's second to none. It's why my life's passion is here. I mean, I'm not an accountant like my dad. I'm a musician, and I'm really fortunate to be making a living doing this.
Nice. Even when you're talking about the era of the music, the timelessness of this music, Bond music is only going back 50 years, but in that 50 years, it's become so much a part of the soundtrack of so many people's lives that there's a real intergenerational approach to it, and I just look forward to hearing it all live.
Oh, it's quite a thrill. I mean, like I said, there's nothing like it, and to give that downbeat and to hear this powerful sound coming from the symphony, I'd pinch myself every day.
Nice. Thanks very much, Sean.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
007 and Other Spies with the Victoria Symphony, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this week. And if you want even more Bond action, you can come to the Canadian College of Performing Arts Casino Royale fundraiser on Saturday, February the 2nd, where I'm going to be there, and I'm going to have a whole bunch of my James Bond collection there, so you can come and see some of my Bond stuff. You can play the James Bond trivia game. We'll probably even do a little Name That Tune. So it's a little bit more Bond action for your fun.